Samaya, first game back this season, first regular season game. A lot of new faces in the building, but how would you feel like, the fans still brought the energy from last season, and how do you think it contributed to your game tonight?
For one, we love the fans. They're kind of like our motivation, their energy as well. And of course, I'm always excited to see fans come back, especially little kids. They really bring light to the game.
Samaya, how's the knee?
It wasn't my knee. I got a quad contusion. Yeah, my quad was not firing up to run, but it's good. It's okay.
How did it feel playing without Wybet tonight?
I'd say our defensive intensity probably wasn't as high as it normally is. She gives great energy on the defensive side. She brings speed on the offensive side. Of course, we missed her. We could have used her for sure because, of course, the game didn't go as we planned, but she's getting better.
How did you wish the game was playing?
We could have boxed out a lot more. They got too many offensive rebounds. We could have guarded our yard a lot more, attacked. We didn't draw as many fouls as we should have, and it just wasn't good on our end. That's what we feel like. A win is a win. We're glad to win, but just happy to be 1-0.
It's interesting to hear you talk about the defense because I was going to comment how well you guys looked on defense tonight, and I saw you directing traffic down there. Is that something you try to work on going into this season?
Well, obviously, I need to do better on defense, I was told by my coaches. But we had high intensity for a minute. We just let it drop towards the end, and that can't happen in our future games.
Brittany, as someone who wasn't here last year, how did basically everything I asked Samaya look in your eyes?
Kind of what Samaya said. I feel like our defense was good, but we just need to work on some more toughness aspects, like finishing plays, rebounding, and getting to the free throw line.
Samaya, obviously you said you weren't picking up enough fouls tonight, driving the ball much, but it seems like it went back to you a lot in those scoring droughts of just getting to the basket. How important is that for you just to try and jumpstart something on the floor?
It was important. We really just needed the energy. Of course, we weren't getting it on a defensive end, so we really just needed to up the pace. And I was honestly just trying to drive and look for the shooter over here because she wasn't missing.
And then how was it without Wybet on offense, kind of being that main ball carrier tonight?
Yeah, again, it's a lot faster when Y is on as well. She knows how to get to the paint really fast, just full court, easy to her, and probably would have had more distributions for the three. And then again, defensively, she's a dog. So
The inbounding issues in the second half, is that a Wybet thing?
no, that's us.
We just,
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, but Brittany, what's your thoughts on that?
I feel like that's just us just not being disciplined in those areas. I think we kind of lack some focus a little bit, but it's something that we can work on.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? All right, thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
All right, guys, fire away with Coach Brandon.
Coach on the sideline, you seem to be keep yelling, move the ball. How necessary is that to this team's offensive success?
I think it's very necessary to every team's offensive success. We didn't move it well enough to, really ever give the defense a chance to make a mistake. And so it's something we got to improve on.
Coach, what did you see out of Brittany tonight, given she was 1 rebound, 1 point shy of double-double?
Yeah, Brittany obviously got off to a really good start. I really didn't want to have to play her that many minutes, but with the situation we're in, about had to. But she's been a real bright spot for us, both whether it's the closed scrimmage, the exhibition game, or this opener. Excited about her.
When Elle's not able to hit those threes, is there anything you say to her to maybe keep her confidence up?
You know what? I've got to do a better job. We haven't installed enough things to, get her some easy baskets, some free throws, a layup, a post up. She's not, and she doesn't need to be relegated to just shooting threes. So that's on me.
Coach, how's Wybeth doing?
She's all right. I think day to day may be a little bit more optimistic than I should be, but we expect her back soon. It's more precautionary than anything.
And how much of some of the offensive troubles tonight were because Wybeth wasn't in?
Oh, I'm sure a lot. Lot of new players out there, new things that we're doing, but we've practiced enough and coached it enough that the ball should move better than it did.
And talking to the players, they owned up to it right away, saying they need to play better. Is that good to hear, knowing that they knew that wasn't their best tonight?
I hope so. I mean, I think defensively, I was really pleased in the first half. And we just didn't sustain it. I think the frustrating thing for us, especially the things that we take a lot of pride in the program, is we won tonight because we made more shots than they did. We didn't out-tough them. They out-toughed us, I thought. You look at more offensive rebounds than us. They shot more free throws than us. We had more turnovers than them. We fouled more than them. That's a pretty quick look at the stat sheet to see, who performed, better in the area of toughness.
So I guess along with that, especially when you get in Big 12 play, what's down low going to look like for you guys?
I thought we did a better job other than fouling. We didn't give up a lot of post buckets tonight. We're going to have to be very multiple looks when it comes to how we defend certain players in certain programs when it comes to post defense.
And then another question about Brittany. Do you see her someone who can just sit there and spot up and catch? I heard you talking to her a lot tonight. Shoot the ball.
We want her to shoot open threes, but again, she's more than that. And I think that's where we don't want any player to see themselves as only being able to do one thing. If that's the case, then that's not what we're trying to recruit. We're trying to recruit complete basketball players, and whether it's her or Elle or anybody else on our team, we've got to be more aggressive. We can't shoot, 9 free throws as a team.
How well do you think Samaya got downhill tonight?
She did at times. Honestly, too much with me having to dictate it with play calls. Some of that's got to happen more just within the offense. It's her stat line looks really good, but I don't think Samaya was very pleased with her performance.
Do you ever plan to use Elle's height, maybe bringing it down low?
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I think we've got to look for opportunities to, if we don't have a low post threat at the 5 spot, then, obviously Samaya can post. She got 2 post-up baskets. We got to look opportunities to invert the offense and maybe let some other guys get in there and get to the free throw line, get some easier baskets.
Coach, you said you felt you played pretty vanilla at the post in that exhibition against Washburn. What did you think about Reagan Williams specifically tonight? She had some good baskets posting up, but also falling back and getting you guys going.
She did a good job. We worked a lot the last few days on some things with post defense, but you also got to understand we had no idea what they were going to do. It's their first game. They didn't play an exhibition game. They've got new players. We practiced some things that they did last year, but that's really not what they were running this year. Our 5s just have got to foul less. That's my big issue right now is they foul entirely too much.
Just a quick one. Are you playing a red shirt, Zoe Canfield?
No. That has not been anything we've talked about. I think Zoe's. I think has got a bright future. In our program, and she's had some injuries in high school and is a young player that's right now has a tremendous attitude, great work ethic, and is just getting used to the pace of everything.
All right, thanks, Coach.